Alright, hey guys, I'm Simon, and this is an architecture tour of Mirror's Edge, although to be honest, there's not too much interesting architecture in the whole game. Well, that's the building we're heading to, and I guess it's the only building that's got any sort of diagonals in it. Everything else is so square. So there's that spiky tower in the background again, and there's the ocean, and more city, and more city, and more city all over the place. And it's all the same towers, towers, towers everywhere. Towers, towers everywhere. And rooftops, all the rooftops are pretty much the same. Well, let's just get on to it. I really want to run around the streets now, I guess. You know, it's the one thing in the whole game that you never get to do. It's just to walk around on the street. And that. Every time you tell her to climb onto something, she'll always step forward just a little bit. I said run. Why are you stuck? Anyway, actually, let's just, since we're not getting whoa. Okay, that's electrified. Since we're not getting shot at yet, let's try and find alternative routes. I can get on the roof and jump across. I think I can shimmy across if I drop down here. Or I can jump onto that and leap across. So there's 3 ways to get across the electric fence, although they're all pretty much right next to each other, and I guess they all achieve the same thing. And again, I don't want to compare different games too much, but if you compare the amount of freedom in this game and the amount of freedom in Deus Ex, for example, if you've played that game, Deus Ex Human Revolution, then it just doesn't compare. Even the original Deus Ex gives you a lot more freedom than this. Like, it's highly non-linear, whereas this is very linear. It's like 2 or 3 lines at most that are very close to each other. Here you can either jump off the ramp or you can jump off the pipe. Either way, there's no other place to go except across to the other rooftop. It's not much of a choice, is it? Although, actually, I think that was a secret. I think there was a secret up there if we want to go up there. But we don't, so let's try the pipe. So yeah, just like that.
Okay, Drake says there's been some heat on West Arlington, Pope's place. I guess that's where you're headed, but be careful. I'll tell him what's going on there.
Buildings are still the same. Cranes. You know, you want to really play on cranes and construction sites. Oh, I do.
You know he was running for mayor, right? Finally, someone who could actually make a difference in this place.
Remember the very first segment of the game? When you were running across the rooftop, jumping onto the crane into a construction site? Construction sites look much more appealing than any of this stuff that we're actually in. Well, I guess we're going inside there. The guy was running for mayor. Whoa. RP&A, Robert Pope and Associates. I think these are lawyers, although they could be accountants. So let's just keep this in mind, an office. The hallway for some reason leads to a dead-end rooftop. And a lot of times you don't get any time to think about the architecture neither, because you're always chased around by people with guns. A lot of green, not a lot of windows. Kind of depressing, really. There's no windows. Elevator, which is a loading screen.
Thinking of taking the kids to the New Eden Mall this weekend? Then you need to stop by the Taste of New Eden restaurant for breakfast, lunch, dinner, or even just a snack. The Taste of New Eden. It's a little bit of paradise.
There'll be a number of elevators in this game and they're all the same. Well, I guess there's one slightly different one. Unless I remember incorrectly. Again, a cutscene, I'm not controlling this. Look at that, a wavy ceiling. How postmodern.
Kate?
What are you doing here?
What happened? Did you...
No! You don't recognize him?
Should I?
It's Robert. Robert Pope, friend of Dad's.
Shit, that...
He called me. We hadn't talked much since I joined up. He had a break-in last week. He's still a campaigner. Don't you read the news?
It's not news anymore. It's advertising.
He was running for mayor.
So the break-in must have really spooked him then.
That's what I thought. But it was odd. He told me about the break-in, asked me to come, then asked after you.
Really? I haven't seen him for at least 10 years.
Anyway, he was alive when I got here. Just sitting at his desk, writing. Everything went black. When I came to, he'd been shot. And I'm pretty sure it's with my gun. There was a book on the desk, a diary. It was gone. I'm sure there was someone else in the building. Left my radio in the car, haven't had time to phone it in.
Come on, come with me. I'll take you somewhere safe.
This isn't the time to run. I'm not like you. Running will just make me look guilty.
You think this was an accident, Kate? There are no accidents in this city. Someone wanted him dead and wanted you to take the fall.
Help me, Effie, please. You've got contacts. There's gotta be more to this. Something he knew. Something he wanted to tell me.
I can't get involved in this, Kate. You know what I do. I just can't.
Blue's incoming, Faith. You might want to be outgoing right about, now.
I'll see what I can do.
If this goes down badly, find Lieutenant Miller, my superior. Take anything you find to him.
I'm serious, Faith. Remember, they're not playing nice. Get out of there.
Now go! And Faith, thank you.
They swing the camera around a lot in this cutscene. I'm not sure if these guys actually went to architecture school
Shit!
or film school,
Get out of that building, Faith. Move.
but the one thing you don't do is swing the camera around a lot. Because it just feels unnatural, even though you're doing a first-person point of view.
Squad's swarming on you, Faith. Find a way out of there.
When you actually see it on camera and not through your own eyes, it actually looks very unnatural.
Get out of there, Faith.
So, yeah. Hopefully the gunshots are not too loud.
Should be an exit through the accounting office.
I want to jump up there, but I guess not. And yeah, like we're getting chased, so there's no time to actually look at architecture or anything like that. Oh my god. I've beaten this game once, and I still can't get the controls. Just wall run, what are you doing? This is... I can't believe what just happened.
Shit!
Get out of that building, Faith. Move.
Maybe this game was ahead of its time, and I guess I'm talking about
Squad's swarming on you, Faith. Find a way out of there.
other games that came after and saying how they do it better. You know, things like Assassin's Creed and other games. But for this to really work, the game really has to predict what you want to do. Oops, wrong way. Predict what you want to do and actually do it and help you do it. In that, I mean, the game needs to interpret the buttons you're pressing based on the context of the game. And this is the wrong way. Okay, that works. And translate that into movement in the game, because what you don't want is for the player to go through the entire game feeling like they're having to fight the game to do what they want. I mean, there's a difference between challenging the player and the game just not doing what the game or what the player thinks the game should be doing. Anyway, everything's just really loud, the gunshots are really loud.